now, up to previous class, we discussed the topic called what? Functions. What is the topic name we discussed? Functions. Now, today's class, we are entering into the most important discussion, and the next topic that we are going to enter into, that is called modules. Modules in Python. This is a topic we are entering into the session now. It's a very important, and which is an extension to the modules, which is an extension to the functions. So let us start discussing about what these modules will do, what these modules will do, and what is their importance. All those things we start discussing in the class. So as usual, we will discuss. This is a 3 days topic. This is a 3 days topic. There we are discussing about what is the index. I'm just going to discuss. So the first point always called what, purpose of modules. Purpose of modules. First point is purpose of modules. Right. So yes, Malesh. Now you will not get the type of error now. So we are going to enter into that. Right. Fine. Coming to the next discussion is definition of module. Definition of module. Definition of what? Modules. Right. So next part is called what, Next part is called what? Nasir, so many topics are there, man. So you go on listening me. You go on listening me. Once all topics are over, I only will tell that all concepts are over. Batch is over, I will say. So many topics are over. You need to go on listening me. Okay? So don't make me to hurry. You don't be hurry. Even if you are hurry, if I make it very hurry, we will not get the job. So I have to cover everything in the class so that I can release you, so that you can get the job perfectly. Right. Next, I'm going to tell you types of modules. Types of modules. I will explain there. Predefined modules. Predefined, also called as what? Built-in modules we can call. Built-in modules we can call. Built-in modules. And the second one is called what, programmer defined modules. Programmer defined modules. Programmer defined modules, also called custom defined modules. Customization we can call. Okay. Next we are talking about development of the most important development of programmer defined modules. Development of programmer defined modules, most important. What are the steps for that? Then number of approaches to reuse, modules. Number of approaches to reuse modules. There are 2 approaches are there. Number 1 is what? By using which statement? Import statement. That is the first one. Second one is by using from ... import statement. Import statement. There are 2 things are there. One is import statement. One more is what? From import statement. 2 things are there. We will talk about combined together. Programming examples we will discuss. And next after that, reloading the modules. Reloading the modules. There we are talking about reload function, and we are talking about the importance of the predefined modules also. Okay, so followed by examples on this area. This is the topic of what? Modules. Modules topic extension is packages. Okay, na? So modules are very easy, and in this class only we'll get the complete meaning of modules. So finally, Malesh, we will see that third-party modules when we go to the database level. Okay, right now don't worry about those kind of things. So let's start, students. Good. What is the purpose of these modules? I'm going to give you. This is called index. So let me save my topic once. Let me save my topic so that I can enter into the topic now. So let us go to our place, 9 o'clock. I say 9 o'clock. And in this, there is a topic name called modules. Modules. So there it is, modules. Inside of it, I'll take some notes. In this, I will take first point is related to what? Index. Now I'm entering into the purpose of the modules. Straightforward. In the spot, on the spot, you will understand importance of modules. Now I'm taking one Python program now. I'm taking one Python program now. Why we need this modules? Okay. So let us watch this modules concept in detail. We are going to discuss. Fine. So let us take one small function. What is the function I am taking? This, I'm taking one simple program. Look at that. This program calculates sum of two numbers. Very small example, I will take it. Sum of two numbers or sum and subtraction of two numbers. Sum and sub of two numbers. How do you do it? Every operation performed by using functions. How do you do that? DEF. What is my function name? Add OP, A comma B. I say C is equal to A plus B. And next is called what? Return C. Or I can print the result here itself. What is this? Print of sum of comma is equal to dot format of A comma B comma C. A comma B comma C. Similarly, I will go to one more type of thing. I'm going to take it. This is called a sub OP, AB, A minus B, and I'm taking as what? Sub of this part, I will take it, C. These are the two functions I am having. Okay. Now, here I am take one more operation if you want. MUL also you take it, no problem. One more function you take it. This is something like a sub OP, MUL OP, I'm just taking. AB, C star, and I'm saying that MUL of, this is called like this. So some subtraction, sub, and next is what? And multiplication of two numbers. Like that I may define so many functions in one program. Very good. What is my file name I am giving, my dear students? AOP.py. AOP.py. Okay, na? Yeah. Now I am taking .py. It is called a file name. Careful students, you will understand in spot itself what is the need of the modules, you will understand. Okay. So far what we did, functions we discussed. All of you students, online students, carefully listen. Every time we used to write what? Main program. That means you are only the developer of the function. You are only the caller of the function. See students. So what is my function name? Add OP of 1020, sub OP of 23,45. Let it be. I am calling only two functions. Let us save this code. What is my code here? AOP.py. Go to the place of this. I'm going to give you the clarity on 9 a.m. Called what? Modules. Inside of it, I will save my code. AOP.py. So I say there, E colon KVR, Python here, 9 a.m. I say modules topic. Fine. There I will execute my program. So how I'm executing? py, AOP.py, I'm getting the result like this. It's quite well. What we are looking, even you can call MUL also, MUL OP of something like 3,4, I'm getting the result. It's well. That is what we have done so far. Very nice. See, this is the function developed by you. And this is the main program written by you only. But in real time, this main program, I am not doing in the same program. What some other person who is another programmer opening a new Python program, all of you, all the students in the online carefully understand. Modules is a dead easy. On the spot you can understand. I'm pasting my main program. Where I am writing the main program? In some other program. In some other program. Who is this? Another software engineer. Who is another software engineer? SE1.py. He is another software engineer. AOP.py is one function, my dear students. This is the program which contains a full of functions. Developed by file name, developed by some your team lead, developed by your teacher, for example, your teacher, developed by your teacher. And you are the software engineer one. He is called one, what, it is a file name. It is a file name. It is called some software, some other programmer is calling. Some other programmer is calling. I am writing, some other programmer is calling. What this person is doing? Some other programmer is calling. What is happening here? Main program is writing, calling this function. Calling this function. What is happening? First one function you call it. You see, PVM comes to this SC1. It is a program, main program. Add OP 10,20. Immediately what will happen? The PVM searches. This is called a function call. This is called a function call. Function call. It is searching for the definition in the same program called what? SE1.py. Do you have the definition in the same program? All of you? Do you have the definition of AOP.AOP in this program? No. Where it was in? Some other program. But where I am calling in? Some other program. So that means function call will be there in one place. Function definition is there in another place. What is today's concept? We want to reuse the code from one program into another program. Up to previous mechanism says what? Definition plus a call was there in the same place, same program. Yesterday's class, we are perfect. That means same place function definition is there, same place function call is also there. But today, what is the concept extended? Definition is there in one place, calling is there in another place. That time, you just try to save this code, you will get error. You will get error. See students, but they are in the same folder. What we are expecting? Same folder, different programs. What is my next extension? It is in D colon, E colon, F colon. I am in Hyderabad, you are in USA. How you can exchange my data? That is called packages. It is in same folder, different programs. Okay, let me save it and then observe it. And we will work like anything on this area. Let us see. Come on. Py, what is my function name? SE1.py, come on, PVM goes to this main program and looking for this function call. Function definition is not there in the program. You will get what error? Name error. What is that error, students? Name error. Look at my dear students, name error. Name IDDOP is not defined. One more function I will write it. Sub OP is a function call I am doing in some program, but it was defined in where? Some other program. You will get another error. Sub OP is not available, is not defined. Next is called what? MULOP. Now I am going to get error, name error. What is your final conclusion? Come on, go once again. ADDOP, sub OP and multiplication OP. These things are providing the accessibility in the same program. Functions concept is meant for what? Performing the operation and providing the reusability within the same program. Am I correct? Not able to provide the reusability across the programs. Across the programs you are unable to provide. What is my program name here? SE1. Where are your functions are present in? Where are your programs are present in? In AOP.py your functions are present. But my main program is present into some other program or not? So in real-time projects, we don't write the complete code in one place only. You will write the code in one file. That code I will reuse it in another programs or not? Now, to solve this issue, we want to go for the concept of modules. Which concept? So gunshot question. What is the difference between only functions and modules? Functions concept makes us to understand how to reuse, how to perform the operations and how to reuse the functions in the same program. Functions makes us to understand how to perform the operations and how to reuse the operations in the same program. Functions concept not able to provide the reusability across the programs. Am I correct? Then who will provide these functions accessibility across the programs? Modules will provide. So gunshot question, why you are going for modules? Modules concept is providing the accessibility across the programs. So coming to the first point of this, what is the purpose of modules? All the students in the online, right? It's finished, already over. Modules are used for providing the code reusability across the programs, provided both the main program and the functions must present in same folder. If they are present in different folders, different drives, different environments, we cannot access. So we have to go for what? Packages. I will give the clarity. First, we stick on to modules. Understand, students? So dear students, are you understanding, all of you students in the online, why I am going for modules? To provide the accessibility across the programs. Let us go to the introduction to modules. I'm going to write it. First, let me start the introductory part. Introductory part, I'm going to write it. What is this concept? We know that, see students, all of you, we know that functions concept makes us to understand how to perform the functions concept are like this. Functions concept makes us to understand how to perform the operations, perform operations, and we can reuse within the same program, but not able to reuse, not able to reuse the programs, but not able to reuse the functions across the programs, but not able to reuse the functions across the programs. Are you able to understand? Functions concept makes us to understand how to perform operations, and we can reuse within the same program, but not able to reuse the functions across the programs. Understand? Right. How to use then? To reuse the functions, of one program, to reuse the functions across the programs, we must use the concept of what? Modules. Are you understanding? So functions scope is within the same program, but not across the programs. Modules scope is across the programs. Let me take one more example. I will take one more example. Look at that. Look at this concept now. I'm going to give you the clarity on this. One more example I would like to take it. What is my example? Look at. I'm taking something like mathsinfo.py. Mathsinfo.py. Some example I'm giving. There I'm giving PI is equal to 3.14. E is equal to 2.71, something like this I'm giving. Next I'm going to give you something like, some X is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. These are my variables. Which variables these are all? Anybody can answer it? PI, E, and then what? C is called what? Are global variables. Kuruva, very good. Very good. These are all called what? Global variables. Already completed global variables. Again and again I cannot. These are all called global variables. Or something like total degrees, total number of degrees, or some name I just used it. Okay, constant Kelvin temperature, foreign heat temperature, I am just giving something like this. Okay, so this is my variables. This is called what? Here I will write it. Here pi comma pi comma and x are called which variables? Global variables. Tell me, I'm just writing that value of pi in the same program I am accessing. Value of pi is equal to pi. Next, value of e is equal to something like e, and value of x is equal to or some, I will take like this mark Kelvin k, I will take 273 or 272 I will just take value of k. This is a constant value I'm taking k. I'm just saving this. This is called what name? File name. Let us save this now. Where I am using global variables in the same program, where I am accessing them quickly, students. In the same program I am accessing or not? Wherever I am using in the same program I am accessing. Let us go to the program now. py maths info I am accessing in the same place. It's well. So far we did that only. Now coming to this I'm not writing there. As a team leader, I mentioned some constant values, and you are the software engineers, you are the team members of mine. You are going to next program. What is your next program, students? Go there. I'm saying there Python. Now I'm going to give you, this is called SE2. Who is SE2, my dear students? He is another programmer or not? He is reusing the variables of some other program. Please look at that. It is called what? File name. Value of pi, e, and then k. Save this code se2.py. Save it here. Modules here. I'm just saying se2.py. Come out of that. Now you see se2.py having like this, getting error. Why error? PVM is looking for what? You are just accessing the variable. Where is the variable value you assigned? If I keep comment, you will get the error for E. E is not defined. E is not defined. Now, K is not defined. So I'm unable to access any of the other program variables into my program. Shall we access this now? So let us follow. Don't sleep in the class. So coming to the point back, we are not using this kind of things. So coming to the point of it, now I want to access. Shall we start accessing? Yeah. Look at that, how simple it is. Students in the online, did you understand the second program? Did you understand the second approach? In one place some data is there, in another place I am reusing it. So how many things I want to reuse from one program to another program? Functions I want to reuse. Global variables I want to reuse. These two things combined together, I can keep it into one upper layer called module. What is that? Module. So inside the module, what are we placing? Variable names, function names. That's why module is a definition of what? A module is a collection of variables, functions, and extra we are going to discuss further. Classes also will come. Shall I reuse now? Let's go. Let's go to AOP once again. What is my file name? It is something like in C language called a header file. In C language it is called header file. In Java it is called package. In Python it is called module. Let us coming to SE1. You come to SE1. How simple it is. Every file name in Python is treated as a module name. It is only upper level layer I am saying. As a technical person, we should not say that. But I can say, but I will show you internally this point. So now I am going to say, again I am saying every file name is treated as module name. So I'm writing here and treated as what name? Module name. How to define the module? I will explain. On spot I am telling to you how simple it is. What is AOP.py? File name. Contains what? Functions. Treated as what name? No problem. Come on to the point back to SE1. What I am doing now? Import. What is my module name? AOP. What is AOP actually? File name. Treated as what? Module name. How that module is treated internally, I will explain. Okay, on spot I am writing. Come on, how do you write it now? AOP dot. Ajay Kumar, that's what I am explaining very slowly. If you need to listen carefully. Import AOP. What is AOP? I told you already. File name. Every file name treated as what? Module name. It's not only today, from the beginning onwards, every file name in Python is called what? Module name. Let us coming to this place. Yesterday I was used what? Yesterday I was used which function? When I was reduce function is used, what you did immediately? Import FUNC tools we used or not? Today FUNC tools is called module name. Today what is the module name? What is my module name? AOP, module name. I am importing, import AOP. How do you call the function name of that? In AOP module, which function I am interested? AOP dot 10, 20. Suppose if I don't write this AOP dot, PVM will understand that MLOP belongs to what? It is having a dilemma. Is it a current class program? Is it a current program function? Is it a module related function? It has a dilemma. Let us execute once again. You will get an error. SC1 you execute. See the error. What is this? Is not defined. So compulsory I have to write what here? AOP dot MLOP. See the beautiful output will come. Output is coming or not? Which place I defined my function? Some other program. Which place I am reusing? Some other program. What is the beauty behind this bridge of between two programs? Modules. Right? So what is this now? Whenever we create any module, whenever we are thinking like that, every file name is a module name. When I am reusing these functions in some other program, do you know internally what is happening? Python environment will create one folder. I will show you that folder. That folder name is PyCache. PyCache is called what? So CACHE. 1 minute ma. I will take it. CACHE. PyCache underscore underscore. It is called one module. It is called one module. It is called one folder is created automatically. Inside of that, it will be taken file name. What is my file name? AOP dot C Python. Do you know C Python in our class? What is the C Python in our class? Forget already. It is a standard Python name or not? Beginning days. Freeware and open source. That time I told you standard Python name is C Python. So AOP is the file name. C Python is our standard Python name. 310-310. What is the 310? It is a version. 310 is a version. .pyc. That is nothing but what? It is a compiled version. This is supposed to be called as a module name. As people are saying that every file name is called a module name, but strictly a technical person will feel that is not a correct module name. Module name is what? Our file name plus what is next? C Python 310 dot what? What is the PYC? It is called one of the compiled intermediate code of our Python. It is a runnable code, which I can plug and play anywhere else, this kind of thing. Are you getting? Shall I show you this? What is this now? Whenever you treat anything as a module, Python environment will create one folder automatically on the name of what? Underscore underscore PyCache underscore underscore AOP file name dot C Python -310 dot PYC. This is called the complete meaning of what? Module name. Understand? Let us go to this place once. Let me show you that, students. Whatever I just spoke now, I will go to this. Go to the place of 9 AM. Go to this modules place. You see, my dear students, underscore underscore PyCache. Double click on this. See, my dear students. See, my dear students. This is called what, you know? This is called, you see something like this. I'm just trying to trying to say. AOP dot C Python. What is this? 310. And moreover, what is this version of this? What is this now? Come on, fast. Compiled Python file. There is another PYC file it is. You want to see the PYC file? Go to the properties. See, my dear students, what is an extension here? What is an extension, please? You observe it. This is called a .pyc. Did you understand? Fine, students. Let us come back to this place once again. CPython AOP file name CPython-310.pyc. This is called the actual module name. Am I doing any extra work to create a module? No. So every Python file is treated as what? One of the module name. One of the module name. So coming to the, yes, Nasir, I'm going to explain. Follow me. Follow me. That's it. So coming to the point of it, AOP is called one of the module I'm using. Next, call one more thing. AOP dot what? Add OP of what? 10, 20. 10, 20. What is this is called? Function call. This is called a function call. Save this code. Execute my code once again. Addition of two numbers, I got it. Next, go to one more place. AOP dot MUL sub OP of what? 23, 45. This is called what? Function call. Function call. Execute this code. Now I got the subtraction also. Are you getting? So this is called one approach. I'm going to explain to you how many number of approaches are there to reuse what? Modules. So one by one, I will go on explaining it. Next place, let us go to that. Not to worry about this import and all those things. I will explain in detail. Right now coming to SC2 dot what? File name. What is this now? PI, E, K are called which variables? Global variables. Present in which file? Every file name in Python treated as what? Come on, fast. Treated as what? Yes, go there. Module name. You go to this place, save this code, and then go to this place, SC2. Say import name of the maths info. Maths info. Now I am writing here. I will tell you a lot of techniques about this import. There are totally 7 syntaxes are there. From import, there are a lot of syntaxes are there. Just I am showing on spot how easy this is. Maths info. I'm writing .py .e and the next is what? .k. Execute now. SC2 dot what? Py. Am I getting the answer or not? Instead of writing, you may feel, sir, every time is it necessary to write it? It is not necessary to write it. I'm going to give you the clarity on from which module? Import star, I can say. I will explain this syntax. Need not to write what? Maths info. Totally 7 syntaxes I will explain. So how simple it is, just to try to understand. Am I getting this answer or not? If I don't write this from import, keep some comment there. Execute, you will get error. Remove that and then say, again you write it from. Now you are getting it. So I hope you are understanding what is the important and direct explanation of what? Module. So come on to the point of it. What is this, Malish? One layman question. If modules are in different folder, can we import the modules from it? Malish, this one just now I told you, that is there in where? Packages I set. After the modules, I will go for what? Packages. Okay, Malish? Did you understand, Malish? Not only in D and E folder, I will use it in Jupyter Notebook. I will use it in Spider. I will use it in Python command prompt. I will use it in ideally, not only folders after all. Whatever I'm going to say in my system in Hyderabad, you can use it into your native place also. How to do it? I'm going to tell in the class. Okay, na? One by one, I will go for it. PyCharm also, Ajay Kumar. You can use everywhere, not only PyCharm. What is it? Simple thing. So if you understand me carefully, let us go to the topic now. Let us coming to this quickly. We know that Functions concept makes us to understand how to perform operations, and next what we can reuse within the same program, but not able to reuse the functions across the programs. What about the modules? To reuse the functions across the programs, we must use the concept of modules. So this is a gunshot question in interview point of view. People will ask, what is the use of modules? Tell me, what is the use of modules? Modules are used for reusing the functions, variables, classes across the programs. So I'm going to give you definition of what here? Module. So I'm giving the definition of module. Slowly I'm entering into the part of module. Definition of modules. So what we are placing inside the module? What we are placing inside the module? First you try to understand me. Inside the module we will place functions. Inside the module we will place global variables. Inside the module we can place classes. Understand? Right. So how many types of reusabilities are there in the programming? 2. One is called what? Within the same program reusability. Across the programs reusability. Within the same program reusability, who will provide? Functions. Who will not provide across the programs reusability? Functions cannot provide. Who will provide across the programs reusability? Modules. Provided they present in same module. Across the folders, across the drives, across the environments, across the networks, I will go for what? That is how to prepare our own libraries. It's a gunshot question. Now I'm going to say a module is a collection of, come on students, collection of what? Variables. Which variables? Yeah, global variables, I mean to say, not local variables. Global variables. Come on, next what? Functions and what? Classes. We don't know so far what is the concept of classes. We know only what is the concept of so far what only? Global variables and functions only. So in our program, if you look at, this is my file name, contains only functions. Today I am reusing it into some other program. That's why every file name in Python is treated as what? Module name. So in other words, this is called what? SC. One is another program. I'm just importing that module name, which was the file name. I'm reusing my functions, calling my functions with respect to what? Module name. And in another place, I wrote some variable names, which are called global variables. Put it into my file name called maths info, which is treated as a file name. Also treated as what? Module name, which I'm reusing into sc2.py, that I'm going to reuse it. This reusability is only possible by the concept of what? Modules. Let us coming to the types of modules I am going to explain. Are you able to understand? How many types of modules are there quickly? Types of modules. How many types of modules? 2 types of modules are there. 2 types of modules are there. Let me take one example on types of modules. Go to this place once again. I will go to this place. Go to the command prompt or go to some other place. This place only you go. Look at students. I want to generate a calendar for 1 month and 1 year. Python program I am taking. So program for all of you. Program for, I'm saying program for displaying the calendar for year and month. For year and month. How do you go for it? There is a function called what? A month function is there. What is the function name? Month of 2022, comma what? 3rd month I am saying. What is the function name? Month. Just I am reusing like a normal function. Okay. So I am giving a thing called what? Calendar example.py. See students, calendar example1.py. I am saying that you execute it. Will you get error or not? Come on, ma. Error. Because the PVM is looking for the month function definition inside of this program or not. Do you have this type of function inside of this program? No. Let us execute this code. Let us execute this code once. Py. See that calendar example, you will get error. Name error. Month is not defined. Where is that month is there? Come on, first import calendar. Is the calendar function you defined? Already defined? Already defined. So it is known as what? Module name. Module name. What I will do here? I will say calendar dot what? Month. In the calendar module, lot of functions are there. Which function you are calling? Month function. Suppose if you feel that calendar is a big word, I don't have the patience to write it. You rename it as what? C. Alias name. Alias name means, you know, your name is so bigger. Your parents are calling on your nickname or not. Alias name is nothing but alternative name. So you are calling it as what? C dot calendar. C dot calendar. Right. Right. C dot month of this one. You execute this code and say here print off. Print off. I need to print or not? Yes. Let us go to the say calendar example. Am I getting that month or not? Something like that. You change it to fourth one you display. Fourth one you display. Am I getting the April month or not? So what is this calendar is called? Predefined module. What is this C is called? Alias name. Alias name. Suppose for example, I want to display the total year. Total year I want to display. Total year I want to display. Look at students once. I will explain separately these calendar functions for you. Nothing to worry. Carefully go on understanding. Calendar for an year. Calendar for the year. Complete year calendar I want to display. Calendar only as caviar. You can give whatever you like it. As caviar, I will say caviar dot. What is the function name to display the entire year calendar? That is a calendar dot calendar. Come on, students, be fast enough. So show some alertness. Calendar dot calendar. What is the calendar here? Module name. What is the calendar of? What is the calendar of? Is called function name. In this case, don't think that function name and then module name is same. You can have it, no problem. Execute now. Execute now. I will say calendar example 2.py. Calendar 2 example 2.py. Execute it. Got it. Execute my code now. 2.py. See this. Complete calendar is printing. Complete calendar 2022, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Total calendar is coming. Are you able to understand? So this is the beauty of which function? Calendar function. Which module? Which module? Right. So I'm going to give you the clarity in this case. Once if you look at AOP, the file name, treated as what name? Is this module name you developed, already developed? We developed. It is known as which module? Programmer defined module. One more thing you see, maths info. Maths info is a file name treated as what? Module name. Treated as which module? Programmer defined module. In this case, you see calendar module. Calendar module. It is not defined by you. It is already defined in the Python API. It is known as what? Predefined module. Like that yesterday's class function tools, FUNC tools. Like that so many modules I am going to explain from now onwards. I will tell you the help to how to see the modules functions also. So let me enter into the subject. Come on to the point of it. Types of modules. So in Python programming, we have two types of modules. Two types of modules. They are, slowly I'm coming to the point of notes. Without notes, I can say Python module examples, I can go on doing this. Number one is called what? Come on. Predefined. Also called as what? Built-in modules. Built-in modules. Built-in modules. Second one is what? Come on, quickly. Programmer, also called as what? User, also called as what? Custom defined modules. Custom defined modules. Custom defined modules. Predefined, built-in, and then programmer or what? User defined modules. Right, done. What is the predefined module? I want to explain. Predefined modules are built-in modules. Who developed these predefined modules or built-in modules? Carefully go on listening, online students. Don't be excited, ma. Go on following me. You will get perfect knowledge because I am explaining this concept 3 days. On spot in 1 second, you cannot understand. Go on understanding. In the third day, I will ask you, what is your confidence in modules? You will say excellent. In 1 moment, I cannot explain 6 hours lecture in 1 moment. You go on listening it. This is my advice for everybody. These modules are developed by what? Python language developers. So that is ROSM under PSF guidance they started. And they are available. Where they are available? They are available in which software? Python library. There is Python APIs. Do you have these modules are already there in Python APIs? Python APIs. APIs is nothing but a beginning only, I told you. API is a collection of modules. Understand? Python modules. And they are used by Python programmers. Python programmers for dealing with which requirements? Universal requirements. Universal requirements means, for example, I want to deal with a reduce function. Reduce function you can use, others can use, any number of people can use it. Is it reduce function is universal or specific? Universal. Like a calendar displaying, is it universal or specific? Again universal. Month I want to display, is it universal or specific? Again universal. Such a type of things is concerned. I will go for which modules? Right. Some of the examples I will write it, my dear students. Look at math. Math is one type of predefined module. C math is called one more type of predefined module. FUNC tools is called one more predefined module. Sys is called what? Predefined module. Next, calendar is called one more type of module. OS is one more type of module. Next, I will go on writing so many I am going to explain. RE, regular expressions also I am going to tell you. Regular expressions also I am going to tell you. No Python faculty can explain regular expressions, even in this institute also. Threading, this also we are going to discuss in our class. Threading, we are going to discuss. Multi-threading is one of the beautiful programming in the industry. With these topics, no person can touch this. Next is called pickle. This is also I'm going to explain. Pickle is pickling and unpickling concept in functions, files, sorry. Next I'm going to explain about OS random module. I am going to explain random module. Like that, there are so many number of modules I am going to explain. These are all called what? Predefined modules of Python, inbuilt modules of Python. Some third-party modules also I am going to explain. What is the third-party modules? CX underscore what? Oracle, which is not a Python inbuilt module. How to use it I am going to explain. Next is called MySQL hyphen connector. This is the module I am going to explain. NumPy I am going to explain. And then pandas I am going to explain. Like that I am going to explain many more. These are called what? Third-party modules I am going to explain. Third-party modules we are going to explain. Understand? Fine. So this I am not going to write it there. These are all comes under which modules? Which type of modules we can call? Predefined modules. Present in which software? Python software. Who is going to reuse them? Programmer. Python programmer going to reuse. Dealing with which operations? Universal requirements. That's why we'll go for which modules? Predefined. Is it already developed or you are developing on? Already developed. That's why they are known as what? Predefined. Right. One important point I want to say, students. One important point I want to write it. What is this math? What is this math? Predefined module. So if I want to use any information present in math, C math, any of these modules when I am having, first I have to import it Then I have to call the function of that module with respect to module name. Yesterday, reduce. How I was called? FUNC tools dot reduce. Today, you see SE1. How I am calling? Module name dot function name. Module name dot function name. Like that I am using it. This is the higher end concepts are started. Without programming, if you come to the class, you cannot understand from now onwards. Because so much of important topics will come. You have to practice and you have to come to the class. Otherwise, you cannot catch me. Okay, it's a damn sure I'm saying. Now coming to this point, what I'm trying to say, already I am using some print function I am using. Assume that print function. I am using some input function I am using in my program. Assume that. I am using some int function. I am using some float function. I am using some L is equal to list of. These are all called various functions or not? But am I importing any module? Am I importing any module? No. That means by default they are present in one module or not? Every function of the program of Python belongs to module. Which module they belongs to? I want to mention that. That is present in built-ins. Out of, I'm writing this one of the important point. Out of many predefined modules, out of many predefined modules, out of many predefined modules in Python programming, I am writing one of the module, one predefined module, one predefined implicit, one implicit predefined module, one implicit predefined module, one implicit predefined module, one implicit predefined module imported to every Python program, to every Python program called what? Built-ins, INS. And you don't get confused with the built-in. It is an English word. It is called what? Technical word. It is a name of the module. Which module it is? Implicit predefined module imported to every Python program called what? Built-ins. So this is the question is coming in the interview. Which of the following module is a implicit predefined module? Option A, math. Option C, math. Option C is function tools. Option D is built-ins. Which module? Built-ins. Our input function belongs to what module? Built-ins. Our conversion functions belongs to which module? Built-ins. Our reduce function belongs to which module? FUNC tools. Our exit function belongs to which module? sys. Our month function belongs to which module? Calendar. Our calendar function belongs to which module? Calendar. Are you able to get me? So what is the default predefined module? What is the default implicit predefined module? Built-ins. Don't just forget this. How to see the help of the module also I will explain. First let me complete the modules and packages. Then you can understand me perfectly. Clarity is there? Right. Now I am going to introduce programmer defined module. I am going to introduce. Very, very simple. Programmer defined module I am going to define. So I'm going to define here programmer defined module or user defined or custom defined modules I am going to explain. So there I am going to say programmer defined modules are like this. I am going to define these modules up to this. Let me speak to online students once. Up to this first one, is it clear, students? Programmer defined module, is it clear? Quickly just to say this confirmation. Very good. Okay, so let us move to the further point now. Yes, Nasir, you need to put your concentration, my dear student. If you say, sir, explain again, means I am not going to. Please take care by yourself. So I am not going to, once it is explained, again and again I am not going to repeat. Carefully try to listen. Yeah. So these modules, who will develop? These modules are developed by, come on, Python programmers. Who is this? Python programmers. Python programmers. PVM, Mahi, Santosh. How dangerous you are? How dangerous you are? Mahi and Santosh. Is it developed by PVM? Is PVM is a Malaysia, yeah. Right. Is PVM is called persona? If you say that words, I am getting just shivering. I am getting. If you say like that, really, I am just getting very much shivering for that. Right. They created. Okay. Ankit is there. Okay, I forget him. See that. Mahi, please convert by yourself. These modules are developed by whom? Python programmers. Whenever I ask any question, don't express your inbuilt knowledge. My dear students, please. Right. Santosh, please you say. You also say. Who will develop programmer defined modules? Prashant Bison. Don't say users also. It is who created this word, I don't know. User. That is also one of the very useless word. Who is the user? Who is going on the road is called a user. Who is going to work on your project is called what? User. We are entering into the ATM. We are the users of ATM application. Is the user will go and develop that? So who is created that? I don't know. It's a blender, blender. These are all called academic blenders. Academic blenders. Who are you? Python programmers. Other side people who don't know ABCDs of Python, they are working on the Python project. What you develop? What they are called? Users. Developers, programmers, users. Developers will develop what? Universal products. Like Rosami is called a developer of the language. Who are you? Programmers. Suppose somebody else don't know anything about the ABCDs of Java or Python or something, but they will use software, they will use some apps or not. They are called what? Users. So I don't want to make you your original knowledge already it is very much deep, it is entered into your brain. Programmer defined data developed by users. Who created that wrongly spelled things? I don't want to be in my class. So users are different, programmers are different. If you want, go for one book name, I will tell you, Software Engineering Principles. You see in the internet, you will get first thing is roles of the people in the company. Developers, programmers, users. First topic is that only. Always we need to work with the correct terminology. Right? Right. So coming to that, okay, ma'am. Ankit, okay. Okay, good. Take care. So these modules are developed by whom? Python programmers. Python programmers are users, programmers. Right? And see, these modules, predefined modules are developed by Python language developers. Available in which software? Okay. And they are available in where? Available in where? Python project. Where they are available. In your Python project, you are developing your own modules. Am I correct? This is Python API. Who developed Python APIs? Your project, you are developing your own modules. Who will develop? Yes. Next, I will continue. I'll continue. And they are used by other team members, other Python, used by, I will write other Python programmers who are in the project, who are in project development, to deal with which requirements? Common requirements. Suppose we are all 60 people developing one common project. As a team leader, I will develop my module. Which all you people are using my module or not? It is only for 60 people common, but not for all the people in the universe. So universal requirements are fulfilled by whom? Predefined modules. Common requirements are fulfilled by whom? Programmer defined modules. Very clearly I am giving. Please come out of your old knowledge, please. So Mahi and Santosh. And don't feel sorry is calling only these two. Whoever commits mistake, it's my weakness. I will call them until they say correct answer. Mahi and Santosh. Who will develop programmer defined package modules? Kodali, Tarun. Sir, I am your big fan. Fan means not ceiling fan, sir. Okay. What is this? Our table fan. Yours true fan. Your class is okay. Thank you, Tarun. Thank you. So only thing is, I'm asking you to make you to be perfect. Thank you, Tarun. Right. So Mahi, Python programmers. Santosh. Yeah, Vijay. Thank you, ma. Right. So, okay, Ankit. So, see, Ankit, I am not a small kid. If somebody praises, I will go and sit on the top of the tree. I am not there only in this year. I am in the teaching field. 25 years I am in the teaching field. Okay. Anyhow, I am appreciating all my students. Please share your views with me. Okay. Mahi confirmed. Vishal Vinay. Library means old terminology of C language. Modules means it is the new terminology in Python language. In general word, I will call it as a library only. Library is nothing but inbuilt things coming from the software. In Python, libraries are called what? Modules. In C language, we call it as a library. In Java, we call it as a packages. Understand, students? Right. Santosh. Okay, good. Coming to the point of it. Now, shall we go for the example here? Tell me. Here I am going to write it. Examples. What is an example here? Tell me. AOP. Come on, fast. AOP. AOP is actually what? Treated as what name? Very good. Next, maths info. Maths info is a file name treated as what name? Right. Please take care of it. Coming to the point of it. AOP. Come on, ma. Maths info. These are all comes under what modules? Which modules? Programmer defined modules. Creating programmer defined modules. Let us keep this up to here. What you understand with this explanation? What is the purpose of modules? First point is that where functions are stopping their reusability. Functions are usable only within the same program, not able to reuse across the programs. To reuse across the programs, we can go for what? Modules. Right or not? Definition of what here? Module. Or what is a module can contain? A module is a collection of what? Variables, functions, and what? Classes. Types of what next? How many types? One is predefined. One more is programmer defined. Predefined and what? Programmer defined. Predefined modules are nothing but universal requirements dealing with. Available in where? Python API. Already available by the language developers itself. These are the examples I just wrote it. I will discuss in my class very perfectly everything. I will go for it. Right, out of these many predefined modules, this word I want to especially insisting again and again because it is one of the MCQ very regularly asking question. What is the default implicit predefined module? Built-ins. That's why in beginning print function, type function, all those things are belongs to which module? Built-ins module. How many types of modules are there? 2 types. Predefined we have seen. Next is called what? Programmer defined. Developed by you people and available in your project, used by other team members who are there in the project for dealing with which requirements? Common requirements. Now I am entering into how to develop which modules? Programmer defined modules. Clarity is there or not there? So let us go to the another one I am entering, which is a simple, because all of a sudden today we are entering two programs we will write from today. In the third day when I come, I will write 6 to 7 programs I will integrate in one place. Simple, ma'am. Today morning 9 o'clock our team members assembled together. We decided to develop one task today. The task I will bifurcate it and I hand over it to 10 people. 10 people are doing 10 tasks and they will give me at the end of the day, they will submit to me. What I will do, I will prepare one app or not. What I will do, I will import all your modules and I will call your functions or not. So my job is what integration role. And who developed the actual code? You developed it in the form of what? Modules. I will import, I will use your function. I will import, I will use your function. Finally, I will prepare my application or not. Very, very easy, not a difficult. Shall we go for next? What is my concept? Development of which modules? Programmer defined module. Programmer defined module. How to develop that? How to develop programmer defined modules? I'm going to give you the clarity here. Very, very simple. Look at that. To develop which modules? Programmer defined modules. We must use the following steps. To develop programmer defined modules, we must use the following. We must use the following steps. First step. Step number one. Step number one. What is the step number one? Start. Define. Define. Which one I am going to develop? Programmer defined module. Everything is there in front of you. What is this AOP is called? File name. Treated as what? Inside the module, what I defined? Functions. Come on, next one more, you take it. Maths info is called what name? Treated as what? Module name. Treated as module name. Okay, what it contains? Variables. Go to this place. Define what? Variables. Define variables. Which variables they are called? Local variables or global variables? Yes, global variables. Global variables. Okay, I defined it. Global variables are nothing but what? Common values which contains or not? What is the purpose of global variables? Which will have common values for many functions. Second step, please. Second step, please. Define functions. Define what? Functions. Already functions I explained. Around 14 days I explained functions. I'm not going to explain for functions once again. Already over. Next is called what? Step number 3. What is the step number 3? Define what? Classes. Define what? Classes. This we don't know. This we don't know. Because we did not introduce the OOPS principles. I will explain 12 days about this classes concept. Classes, objects, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, message passing, mind-blowing explanation I'll give you. In artificial intelligence, when you are learning, OOPS is very important. And when you go to tomorrow interview, half of the concept is functional programming, what I am discussing. Half of the area is OOPS they will ask you. Are you getting? Functional programming, somehow you will manage, but OOPS, I have seen so many people, of course, I'm not boasting about my class. You ask any OOPS question to anybody, they will be OOPS. OOPS is OOPS. You take any person in the Ameripet, you are coming to offline, just put the question called, what are the benefits of OOPS? Just to test it for the sake of sorry saying. They can't even say one word also, including you also, because you did not listen OOPS principles from my class. Including you also, you don't know even single benefit. When you say the benefit, I will immediately ask you, write the code and show me. Definitely will be quite away from that benefits. I will tell you, I will show the benefits in the class with the programming. Am I correct? So it is not a social science or studies, something like that, explaining something with English and then bluffing the students. No. Always with the practical knowledge. Right? The class concept itself, I will tell you 3 days. Inside the class, instance variables, class level variables, instance methods, static methods. Next is called what? Class level methods, static methods, so many things. Inside the class, constructors, default constructor, parameterized constructor, destructor, garbage collector, GC module. Everything is there in one class only. You take any OOPS principles website, you see, in a single 2 to 3 static pages, OOPS is over. Any website, you just see that will be that done. So we will go for OOPS principles in depth of it. That time you will come to know, define what? Classes. Right now, don't worry about the classes. We don't know what is the class concept. Understand? If you want to look at for 1 minute, why I am saying this is, subject is so vast. If I just to make it very shortcut, your feature will disturb. That I don't want to do it. Am I correct? So coming to this, when I go to this place of my 7 a.m. OOPS principles, if I show you classes concept, if I go, let me go back to my existing batches which I taught. OOPS features, you take it. Inside of it, classes concept, you take it. Classes concept, you take it. Under that, syntax you see once, classes concept you see. Syntax itself you see how much big syntax is. Class name, class level data members, instance, self, CLS, decorators, static method decorator, class method decorator, class level methods. I can't speak that many things in 1 second. Right? So don't ask me, sir, when do you complete this? I said, I ample of time. I'm not taking 4 years like your BTech. 4 years, 1 lakh you paid already. You lost your money. And your extra miscellaneous expenditure also 2 lakhs. Bags, friends enjoying with cool drinks, all those things, it was gone around 50,000. Almost 6 lakhs you spend on 4 years BTech. Only one paper memo came. With that, nobody will give the job. Am I correct? Openly, I am speaking. What you may feel something, but I am saying openly. Correct, students? Correct or wrong? Correct. Give me 3 months, some 10-15 days extra you give me, I will give you best solution for you. You will select wherever you go for Python interview. That is my selfishness. Once you attend my class of Java or Python, you have to, when you go to interview, every question will be from my notes. Even if you forget that question, at least it will be striked off in your yes or taught already. It is there in my notes, but I did not learn. I am unable to answer. At least next interview realization will come. That is my selfishness. I want to keep everything into the notes. But give me the time. I will explain everything for you. Yes. So let us, students, right. Yes, ma. Puja. Definitely. Yes, sir. Puja. Yes. So, Pranav. Yeah, 100% correct. Pranav. Yeah, that's true. Waste of money. That's true. So, coming to the fine. Okay. Vishwa. I was there in Hyderabad only, ma. So that time you did not find me, Vishwa. I was there in Hyderabad only. I'm saying in every moment of time in my classes. So if you would have been listen these words in your BTech first year, you would stop the BTech and you will learn Java. Right. So, new people very useful. Okay, that's true. Yeah, Jitu. Right. Yes, ma'am. Right, students. Santosh, sir, mimmalni చూడాలని ఉంది. Okay. Okay. Definitely, Santosh. One day I will bring my laptop. Apple laptop I will bring with a good dress and all those things I will come. We will see one by one. Okay. So let it be. Santosh, definitely one day, last moment, we will definitely, we will take care. We will see to each other. But video is not possible to see for 227 students. Definitely one day I will bring my laptop because I am the desktop, no camera is available. I will bring my lappy once. We can see all of us. Okay, last moment we will see that. Chit-chatting session I will keep one day, last moment, after seeing everything. Okay, come to the subject. Because if I go out of the subject now, lot of things will come in my brain and I will get a BTech of our memorable days, waste of 5 lakhs rupees. Here we're only paying 4,000 rupees for Python, giving more and more content daily, and how useful it is. Frankly speaking, correct or not? Yes, anything I speak openly because it will hit your heart also. Sorry, speaking correct only. Did some mistake. At least it is useful to your juniors also, na? That's why. Make your friends to realize. Let them to learn perfect subject. Don't show your notes. Right. No, Ankit, I will not see you. Ankit, I will not see you. Only I will see other students other than Ankit. Because Ankit is there always in my brain only. Come. So definition of steps for development of each one, programmer defined modules. First step is what? Define variables. Next, define and define. That is comes under what? Right. After performing step 1, step 2, step 3, we must save that code on some file name. See students, after developing step 1, come to subject now, serious. Step 2 and step 3, we must save on some file name, with an extension, what? .py, in the bracket what? File name .py, and it is treated as what? It is treated as what name? Module name. Come on students, try to catch me. Module name. So here I am going to say every module name is internally, whenever the file name is treated as a module name, internally Python environment will create one folder, which I have seen just now. When we treat a file name, I will write, when a file name treated as what? Name? Module name. When a file name treated as what? Module name. Treated as a module name. Internally, what is happening? Python environment, Python execution environment creates a folder, automatically on the name of underscore pycache underscore, and it contains what? And it contains module name on the name of come on students, on the name of file name dot cpython -310 dot what? pyc. It's a very important word that is. When a file name treated as module name, internally Python execution environment creates a folder automatically on the name of underscore pycache, and it contains a module name on the name of what? File name dot cpython -310 dot pyc. Example students, I am going to take it. What is an example? Just for a minute, you see. Already I shown you. Once again I will show you. Everything is more practical. Nothing is hidden here. 9 a.m. modules pycache underscore pycache. Two things treated as a module names are not. One is called what? AOP dot cpython 310 dot pyc. mathsinfo dot cpython -310. Both of them are called what? Come on. Module names. Creating a module in Python difficult or easy? Easy. How can I define a module? Defining a programmer defined module in Python is nothing but 2 steps. One is define the variables, define the functions, define the classes, save it on some file name, and it treated as internally what? Module name. Whenever it is treated as a module name, internally one folder is created. Who will create? You need not to create. Who will create? Python environment only will create. What it is called? Underscore pycache underscore. It contains our file name extended with what? cpython -version of your Python which you are using .pyc. pyc is nothing but intermediate code. Byte code it contains. It is a pluggable code. Wherever you like it, you can plug in and you can reuse it. Are you able to understand? So what is the eligibility criteria for a module name? Anything you treat it as a module name, internally one file is created. File name dot standard Python name version dot pyc. That is the eligibility criteria for what? Module name. Clear or not clear? Clear. Students who are in the online, is it clear? Is it clear, students, what I said? Yes, ma'am. Mallesh, I will explain. I will explain. Okay, I will explain. So, coming to the point of it. Yes, Santosh, Ajay, Pranav, right? Ankit, don't stop me. My enough today, sir. No, I will not stop the class. Because in middle of that, in this class only, I'm going out of my subject for 5 to 10 minutes because I don't want to waste even 5 minutes also. I will take the class. Ankit, don't stop me. I will continue. So what is an example here? What is this now? Underscore, underscore, PyCache, underscore, underscore. It is called one folder or not, ma? It is called one folder. Inside of it, what is there? Come on. AOP dot C Python hyphen 310 dot what? PYC. Next, please. Match info dot C Python hyphen 310 dot what? PYC. So have you heard about PYC in my beginning classes only, na? In interpretation process, sum.py, compiled it, sum.pyc, bytecode, submitted to PVM. PVM will read this bytecode, converted into the native understanding format of OS, that is executable code, read by OS and processor, and gives the result. Already we learned or not? A line by line compilation, line by line execution, interpretation process, already done or not? Yes, this is called, what is this now? I say this is called what name? Module name. What is this also called? Module name. This is known as what, you know? Module name. Perfect. Did you understand, students? Like that, we can add any number of modules automatically. This is the scenario of creating what? Programmer defined modules. Shall I move forward? Yes. Now I'm going to enter into one more example, students. One more example, I want to go for it. Now, up to here, programmer defined module is clear. Now I want to go for one example in the class. Now I'm going to enter into one example in the class. Let us take, right, open it now. See, students, I'm giving a small example. This program, see, students, all of you, this program, Ajay, very simple, ma. That is very, very easy. We will show you that. Not a big deal. Look at that. This program, accept. What is that? Three numbers, and find biggest among them. Find biggest among them. How do you do it? By using what concept I want to do it? Which concept I am going to do? Modules. I want to define one function. Shall we define one function? Come on fast. DEF. DEF. Come on, what is that function name? Big. A comma B comma C. Or simply I will read everything inside. No problem. Say what here? A is equal to input of, what is this now? Enter first value. Enter first value. Okay. Enter first value. Next I am going to take it. Enter second value. Enter what value? Second value. I am saying that B. Next I am going to take it C. Enter third value. Enter third value. I am going to take it as C. C. Accepted input. Next I want to do what? I want to go for biggest. I say if A double equal to B and B double equal to C, I say print of all values are equal. All values are equal. Say that what? Else. I will say, come on fast. A greater than B. Come on. And A greater than what? C. I say print of A is biggest or not? So I say biggest is equal to, biggest is equal to, comma what? A. Next I will write it what? L if, come on fast. B greater than C and what? B greater than what? A. Say biggest is what? Yes. I say next what? Else. Biggest is what? C. Okay. B. Good. B. Okay, ma'am. Right, done. Biggest is equal to done. Anywhere else spelling mistakes are there, we will take care of it during the execution. Now I am giving my file name as what, my dear students? Big dot what? Py. Easy. File name. And come on. Treat it as what? Very good. What is my module name? Big. What is my function name? Big. Like a calendar dot calendar. Once you listen 3 days lecture, modules just you will say left hand, left finger, sir. Because all techniques I cannot say in 1 second, na? I have to explain continuously. Come on, students, save this code. Save this code. I will go to this place. Yes, go to 9 a.m. Yes, ma. Prashant, I will go on, ma. I will see. So say it is what? Big.py. 7th line. Okay. Okay, students. Done. Removed. Go to this place. I will go to this place. Py. Big.py. No output will come. Why no output will come? There is no function call. Excellent. There is no function call. That's why no output will come. Why I define? For my purpose, for my student's purpose. What my student will do? He won't define the same function once again. To increase the scope of my function. Scope means earlier where inside the program only I am using. I want to increase the scope of it to the next program also. Accessibility scope I want to increase. That's why I will go for what? Modules. Let's go. Let us go to the next program. Who is this? Who is this? I say, come on, go. Student1.py. One of my student1.py. What he is doing simply, he is saying just a big. What this is called, ma? What this is called? Function call. In projects, this is very important. Because somebody will develop some code. That code I want to reuse. So it is most useful. What student one is doing? Calling my function. But this function is going to be taken by PVM. Looking for the definition in the same program or not? Because no import, nothing is there. Where it is looking, first of all, it is looking into the current program. First of all, is there or not? Is it there in the definition in the current program? No. Immediately it is looking in where? Built-ins module also it will look into. Is it there in built-ins module, this function? No. But where it was? Some other program. How PVM knows it is in some other program? You have to specify or not? Default module, okay, it will look. Current program it will look, but it can't look in other places unless and until you will guide it. Save this code. Save this code. Go to the place. I go to this. I say 9 a.m. I will save it. Where is it? Modules. You save it, students. Yes, I saved it. Execute. Py. Stud1 error. Name error. How do you solve? There are two things in front of me. Is it defined in the same program? No. Is it present in built-ins module? No. Where it is present in? Predefined module? No. It is present in my module. What is my module name? What is my module name? Big.py. What should I do? Import. That is my next tomorrow's concept. What is my tomorrow's concept, my dear students? You see index. What is my index? Number of approaches to reuse. How many approaches? By using import. Second is what? Right. Today I am using. Tell me. Import. Come on, ma. Big. What is big? Import after that. What is that? Module name. Understand? If you import just big, no use. Save it. Save it. Execute. Error will come again. You imported, but you are not calling that function. You are importing big, small, medium, like that you imported a lot of modules. That function belongs to which module? You tell to PVM. Okay, now I am telling to PVM. Okay, call what? Module name dot function name. In big module, big function, like a calendar dot calendar off. Easy, not difficult. Easy, sir. Call, execute. See the answer now. Beautiful output. Enter the first value 10. Enter the second value. Also, all values are equal. 10, 20, 30. Biggest is equal to. Enter some 2 and 3. Biggest is equal to. Now enter 10, 20, and then 3 you enter. Biggest is equal to. Somebody developed it. I am just calling by using and importing, and I am finishing my task or not. Simple. How simple it is. Easy or difficult? So if I explain this techniques for you, which techniques? Number of approaches to reuse modules, you will say, sir, dead easy. And I will go for one case study related examples also, I will tell you. Okay, na? So up to this so far, students who are in the online, are you? Yes, ma, Pranav. They are in the same folder. Modules means they are in the same folder. PVM cannot go to the operating system folders names, ma. It will be showing to that place when you are in the current working directory. I will tell you that part in tomorrow's session. Pranav, don't worry about it. In tomorrow's session, I will take care. Okay, don't worry. When I deal with the packages, you will get complete idea about this doubt what you are having. Modules means same folder, different programs. I will give you that clarity. So is this class is clear for you? Yes, ma, Umesh. That also I will explain. That also I will explain. In the packages, I will explain different folders. Right? Yes, ma. Harita. It is mandatory, ma. For the modules is concerned, same place mod mandatory. In different folder, I will show you. That is called packages. Myself only told you. It is in different folder, not only in different folders. I am saying in Hyderabad, you are saying in native place. How you can use my classroom folder there? I will tell you the technique for it. Okay, na? Right. So is it clear for all of you? This up to today, is it clear? Quickly make it confirmation. And tomorrow, what is our topic now? Tomorrow, what is the topic? Number of approaches to reuse modules. Tomorrow class, we will go for it. Shall we stop the class? Yes, tomorrow don't miss it. Important discussion will be continued. Okay, thank you. Good day.